Hey everybody, welcome to my studio, and I'm here again to show you the new things, what I'm working on, and I'm excited that I was awake last night thinking about all of this, and I'm finally going to go back. Rather than taking jewelry apart, I'm going to start putting some jewelry together. And now that I have all those other components all free and ready to do other things with, I've got all of my little, my bins. I love my little bins of things. So those are all filled up and ready to go. But the other thing is that I, the vehicle that how I want to hang these things, and the common thread as it were, is that I'm going to be doing more things on linen and maybe some cotton cord. I have several spools of this. This was a Lithuanian linen that I ordered a whole bunch of this. If you're ordering it from Lithuania, you need to, stock up. So I've got it was like a wax cord, but it turns out when it gets dipped into the indigo, the wax doesn't hold up all that well, which was fine. So, and it actually absorbed the indigo. So I have linen dipped in. This is my fermentation vat, and then this is a different kind of vat. This one is called with iron, and so I don't know if you can see the different colors. It's interesting. Same indigo powder, but a different way to get the dye going. So I have a whole bunch of this. So sorry, my voice is all more gravelly than usual, so bear with me. I'm just going to keep going. So I haven't done anything with this one yet, but the test runs for this one are like this. So these are, let's see if you can see, these are little sort of bracelets, and I'll be doing wraps, and really love this with my silver. And then this is on the unbleached linen, and so that's with the silver, and then these little these are old beads. I think they're DJENNE beads that are old, that are really cool, and then that mixed with the silver, of course, is really beautiful. So I'm on this blue thing, and those I'm looking forward to doing all sorts of things with that. And then there'll be necklaces and bracelets, and so that's going to be a big focus. So we're doing this, and so that's with the linen that I really love. And then I do have some cotton cord that I dyed as well, and so I've got a couple of different sizes, which was this really ugly sort of wax cotton cord that I got that didn't look good at all. And again, with the wax, as soon as it got wet, the wax didn't hold up at all, and it actually took the indigo. I'll have to do some test runs to see how that holds up with the color. The one thing I've noticed with these here that I did these are in the fermentation vat that I didn't dip all that many times, and so that's starting to fade a bit, and I'm wearing these 24/7, so that's the thing to test drive. I'm hoping that the darker indigo is going to hold up longer. But so I'm getting back. I'll be doing more of the silver metal clay. I've got some bronze, but the big thing, this is my big splurge. I bought some 22 karat gold metal clay, and so you can add a little bit. If I do, this is three grams, and it's not cheap. So 3 grams of the 22 karat, and then I'm going to add just 1 gram of the fine silver metal clay, and then that's going to make it 18 carats. So then that's going to stretch it a little bit. So I think that a little 18 karat gold bead on indigo linen is going to be just like simple and gorgeous, and I'm dying to try this out. So stay tuned for that. the brain fart. Keep going. So that's going to be the thing coming with that. So and the thing that what I'm been trying to come up with a what to call this series, and I was like, I like naming things. It helps me to sort of frame, like the aesthetic or whatever for the series. And so I think because the indigo and all of this really to me is tied into sort of the higher, it's I don't know, there's something, like I've said before, indigo to me is very healing, and I think I really feel like it's tied to the more spiritual realms, and so, and also that blue is the color for the chakras. That's associated with the third eye and our intuition, and so that I think I'm going to call this series Third Eye Strands. So like strands of strands of DNA, strands of bracelets, strands of thread, third eye. So that's my, for feedback, I would love to know does that sound like, does that sound like totally stupid? Third eye strands. So let me know what you think about that. So I'm looking forward to getting started. I probably won't get started working on this today. Probably try to get a early start on Monday. And although Monday is my 40th anniversary, Dave and I will be celebrating our 40th anniversary. We were originally, last year, we were planning we were going to go to Europe. Like we went to Provence for our 30th anniversary. So for our 40th anniversary, we were thinking Great Britain, we were thinking maybe Ireland, we were thinking about doing some walking tours or something, and then things started changing, whatever, in February. And it's like, okay, well, maybe we're not going to go to Europe. And then we were going to go to California because Dave had a conference in June, and we were going to go on a road trip. Once we were going to fly into Sacramento, and then we were going to go tour around to some of our friends in places where we used to live in California. Well, the conference got canceled. Then we were going to do a road trip up into the Appalachians and go up into Tennessee and North Carolina and Virginia, and it's okay. So now we're going to paint the bathrooms. Oh, geez. So, but Monday, so Dave's taking off the last week in July, and so then we're just going to work around the house or something. We're not going anywhere, and so we'll fix a nice dinner. I have sparklers left over from July 4th that we didn't use, and so we're going to have sparklers, and we're going to have some champagne, and we'll have a nice meal, and that will be happy 40th anniversary, Dave and Kathy. And then, who knows, maybe, next year we'll be able to do something. But for now, assembling my palette here. I've got my different metal clays. I've got my, the different linens. Still have some, this is some silk that was dyed in, this is walnut dyed silk, black walnut, and that makes a really nice, that gets plied into, where is that? It's gone missing, oh there. That's, it can get plied into a cord, and that's a nice look. The linen will get, it can be knotted, it can be plied into, like, twisted or braided. I kind of like the braid, and I think for the ones that I'm going to do, and then that'll be multiple strands, so that's going to be nice and strong. And I think that's what I'll do with the ones with the gold bead. And who knows, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to work in any gemstones, or I just like, I look around for stuff so that I'm assembling my palette. I look around for inspiration. So things like I've got like Sibylla Court, I've got this is my indulgence here, my country, modern rustic magazine that I love. But things are coming along. So stay tuned. There's going to be jewelry, hopefully not too distant. 18 karat gold jewelry, some bronze, and definitely the fine silver. And please let me know what you think about the third eye strands. There was other possibilities, but I didn't want to, and there was, when you do a Google search to see what sort of associations, there were, companies that were already using that, or, just things like there was, I don't know, one version I came up with was some like death metal band or something, and I was like, oh, okay, don't want to go there. So, there'll be other things in the works, but right now it's time for jewelry. And I know there's a few people excited about that. I'm also, last thing, I'm going to be making prototypes. I'm going to be doing some of my classic styles of jewelry, some of the necklaces and pieces that were sort of the core group of what I've done through the years that were of the big 5-star, good pieces. And I'm going to do those. That's going to be special order. So those those will all be made to order. And the thing, so when it'll on the website, it'll be probably like a week to 10 days turnaround, and they'll just be made to order rather than, I won't have 6 of them in stock, and then that way we can tweak them or do something if we need to. But that's something else to keep in mind. So that'll be prototypes for especially the coin necklace, that's the one that, it's all over. So keep an eye out for that. And I think that's it. Let me know what you think. Third Eye Strands. And I think they're going to be, I can see just I'm going to have like stacks of them. And then I'll also be doing them in a couple of different lengths. I have sort of small wrists, so these are kind of small, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. That's design. That's what designing is all about. And so hope everybody's healthy and hunkered down and behaving. Wear your mask and wash your hands. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.